you could win this Mark 7 GTI. We're gonna do a big turbo on it, make it fast, and maybe make some Mustangs cry. Every $5 you spend at 53supply.com gets you one entry, so it could just take $5. This could be an amazing daily. It also could be an amazing race car for some of you. So make sure you go to 53supply at the top of the description of the video and check it out. We've got very comfortable merch that I know you guys will love. Happy shopping, good luck. You're gonna be comfy. Enjoy the video. Oh shoot, boys, this game is so sick. Oh, it's glitched, but it's a beta. Who flips a tank? Let's go. Dude, this beta is so fun. All right, this game's fun. I gotta get to work, boys. Speaking of Battlefield, if you like 2A content, I'm not implying you should go follow Evan's Armory on Instagram, because it's totally not me. We have got a full garage that I've got to clear out, and thankfully, pretty much every car in here runs right now. Guys, I have been, over the past week, last week I was going to put the 4G63 in the Evo, and as I was going about it, first off, the best way to put a 4G63 in is actually to raise the entire car if you have a lift and put everything on the subframe. Taking the subframe off was very problematic, and a lot of bolts were absolutely disgusting. Looking further into the bottom of this Evo, I realized it had quite the major rust issue. Now, I want to show you guys some stuff. I actually, and you'll see this in the video whenever we put the 4G in, but we had to replace the hubs right there. The wheel bearing literally just was shot and fell apart. Most of the bolts didn't come out or seized or something, and as I was like really focusing, now that this car has a really nice paint job and it's not just it doesn't look straight out of a barn, the nice paint job is in very, let's say, high contrast with the undercarriage. And I started looking and I was like, we have kind of a rust issue under this Evo. Now, nothing's really been eaten away, and the frame is gonna be okay. Like, it's not gonna just fall in half. Actually, do I have a flashlight? Cool. It's super dead. Very helpful. We've got, all these are just little trays and stuff, but I really need to deal, look at this, dude. Look at this, right there. That's disgusting. The diff, I mean, everything's just really rusty over here, and it's kind of like putting, without dealing with this, it'd be like putting lipstick on a pig. And so I really want to go through, I mean, look at this, the subframe and all these various nuts and bolts and all this crap in here. Kind of sadly noticed that let's see, where did it go? Yeah, the fuel tank is almost rusted through right there, I think. So we might need a new fuel tank, which is fine. That's not a bad replacement, and it needs to get dropped anyways for us to do all the fuel components. So we got a very spooky deal with the Evo today. Guys, by the way, hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I want to encourage you to subscribe and turn those notifications on, and also just drop a comment. I love seeing a lot of comments. Get in there and just go nuts. I don't care what you do, just comment. What are we gonna do to combat the nasties? We're finally gonna be using this Jimungo industrial grade compressor that we've got, and we finally set this up. I've got to do a couple things to make this all nice and right. We've got this up with a regulator. We're gonna be using this, and we're gonna be using not a media blaster, we're gonna be soda blasting the bottom, which Drew that's allegedly safer than media blasting, and like maybe,
yeah, you don't have to worry about silica or anything else.
Cancer.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm not exactly sure what like is much better about, I don't know how, I mean, you're still supposed to wear like eye gear, a respirator, and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be interesting, but this is a soda blaster, and it was just on sale at Harbor Freight, so we're gonna test it out today and see what's going on. So we're just gonna get a little bit of, how you say ASMR. You're gonna watch me clear out the nasties from underneath this Evo, because I want this Evo to be beautiful. Guys, look at this, look at the nastiness. This would have disintegrated over 60 miles an hour. That's disgusting. Look at this. Nasty, nasty, nasty. And I will have very soon a video of us finally getting the engine in. I got the ACT clutch, or the modular twin disc on. Super cool, we'll talk about that. Got this, actually polished this up for TikTok. And we'll get the transmission on, it's a 5-speed, it's gonna be fun. So anyway, before we get started, I have got to move around, or move my cars out, because allegedly this makes a mess. 1, 2, nope, that's truck. 3, 2, 3, 4, Miata. Like to let them warm up for a little while. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Subi is safe in the garage, and last car that actually does run, the Lexus. Yes, sir. All right. I love this. Let's go. It sounds amazing. Evo might look like a crime scene right now. It's because it kind of is. It's been, let's say, assaulted by rust. So I've got this all taped off. This should negate stuff from at least like blowing directly onto cars, but it's just baking soda, so it shouldn't be like too corrosive or anything. So look at this, dude. Look at all this. Got this guy, super bright. So we can see Drew's gotten this sucker filled up. Now I just gotta get, wow, so I gotta hold this thing. I gotta like carry it around with me. Sweet, there we go. It's gonna spray out of this, and I'm gonna put some actual gloves on so I don't wreck my skin, and I'm just gonna start spraying. All right, boys. Yeah. You like this?
Yeah, we just dumped the tank. We just dumped the tank.
That was the whole tank?
Yeah.
Wow. Not dump the entire thing this time. Let's try this again. Go ahead, do it again. Yeah, this is not getting air, so I think this might be the problem. Is this pinched?
No.
That's not a lot of air. It's like no air at all.
A few moments later.
Had to make some adjustments here. This regulator sucks. 100 PSI?
Yeah.
See what happens. Oh yeah.
You just smashed through your extension cord.
No shit. This stuff gets everywhere, guys. Here we go. Round 35.
Some resistance, like a needle to the skin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1.
God dang. This is a mess. Holy crap. Oh man. I'm even wider than usual. That's saying a lot. Looks like Walter White just, his laboratory just exploded on me. This is disgusting. It is a mess in here, boys. Sorry if my camera's disgusting, but I'm pretty much done. Might need a few minor touch-ups, but for the most part, it's all finished. I'll have to artificially brighten this up so you guys can see it, but all of this rust is gone. Anything you see now can be, I might need to sand a little more of or something like that, but it's pretty much all. God, it tastes like just salty. Pause. Anyways, it looks good, but now what I have to do is I have to seal it. So I just basically stripped it down. Also, so you might have noticed the main thing was the trans tunnel, the heat shield. I'll probably take all of that off and then do it another time. I don't want to do it in the car. I really wanted to focus on the frame and the pinch welds and all that kind of stuff. But as you can see, I'll hop in here for a second. But oh my God, look at all this. There's like 15 pounds of this on the ground right now. It's disgusting. All of this looks literally brand new. That's absolutely insane. Like seriously insane. Axles are looking good. The diff is actually looking pretty fine. The main thing I really wanted to do is clean up a lot of these, I really wanted to touch the frame. The gas tank's probably coming out. We really got all of the rust off the bottom. Now I basically just paint over after I can probably do a little bit of sanding here, paint over it, and it's just gonna seal it back up. Oh, best thing I could find was, I don't know where it is. It's called undercoating. It's for like, there it is. It's for like tractors and stuff. So I mean, no affiliation with Rust-Oleum whatsoever. This is what we're gonna end up using. So this is corrosion and rust resistant. This is what people use. There's obviously tons of products out there, guys. I don't claim to be using the perfect thing, but it's okay. One thing is, it's not going to ever rust again as long as it lives here. We don't have salted roads, and Texas doesn't salt their roads. Again, that's why hell breaks loose when it snows here, but we don't salt our roads here. Now that the rust is exposed, I just need something to stop it, prevent it. Might be doing this not the way you would, not the way like if you paid somebody $4,000 to do, but it works. And if I gotta do it again in 5 years, then okay. It took me 3 hours.
Last summer, you saw the clock on the wall. Where'd you find her? You know she stands so tall, like a ghost in the night. But I don't wanna fight. Oh, grandfather, you know you fake me out. Where'd you find her? I have to say, your furniture facing down on the floor. Do you want it? Oh, do you want it? Oh, do you want to say I just want you to fake me out?
just showered. That made an outstanding mess. Now, is this Maui spec? No. Is this Texas and I will never see snow and or salt again spec? Absolutely. Frame, dude, the frame rails are fantastic. Again, don't pay too much mind to this because that'll all come off and I'll deal with that individually. Dude, this looks insane. Absolutely insane. And so basically, in short, rust, in order to actually rust, needs oxygen. So as long as you get the main source of rust away and then you seal it, in a perfect world, it shouldn't rust any longer. Like I said, it needs oxygen. If it doesn't need oxygen anymore, it can't continue to rust. This is wild. Absolutely nuts. I kind of made a little bit of a mess with spraying it, but it's fine. Wow. So I'm probably gonna end up replacing these hubs. I don't even know. This car has a ways to go. And now I permanently own a $60 soda blaster that we do know works. The thing is, we were running 2 regulators. The regulator that came with it just didn't work at all. So this sick ass Bend Pack VMAX compressor can go up to like 200 PSI, which we don't want that. So we're regulating it at about, we regulated it at about 100, 120, and so we're regulating it there, and having it double regulate was just messing it up. We've also really cleaned up the subframe. It's looking nice. It's now sealed away. Probably continue to clean it up a little bit, but it's looking really, really good. I literally, dude, look at this. Look how much is on the ground. Looks like it snowed. The nice thing is this is actually, I think, reusable. So like let's see. But yeah, like, oh, here we go. Look at that. That is insane. I can reuse that. This is the stuff that we were blasting with. It's literally just baking soda, but it's probably, I would guess, if I had to guess, the difference is probably just not FDA approved or something. Or it might just be industrial sized regular baking soda. It tastes salty and I don't like it. Even with taping it off, it made such an absolute mess across the shop. And it will take a lot of sweeping to get rid of all this. All of this was rust. It was just straight rust. All of that was rust, and now it just looks good. The next thing we need to do, aside from getting the engine in, once I load, I'll do this again whenever we're putting the engine in. Whenever we're putting the engine in, I'm going to go ahead and refill this thing and do a little bit more soda blasting so that I can get, there's a couple more little spots here, but I was really disgustingly dirty. And I was really tired of being filled like this. And the Battlefield beta's out, so you know what? I don't even care. That's it, that's all I'm doing today. Every day I give you guys daily advice, and my daily advice for you guys today is focus on the quality, not quantity of friends. Your circle at the end of your life should really consist of a couple or a few really good friends that you can share everything with, you can be vulnerable with, not a whole group. A whole group is nice and it's fun, but you have to break off at some point and have quality relationships with people. And that, you know what, for me, that's my wife. There's not a lot of dudes these days that are as vulnerable and that are like me. I definitely got some guy friends that I can be really, really close with. But just focus on your quality, not quantity. A lot of people find their identity in groups, and I want to encourage you to maybe push away from that, like dive into getting a couple really good friends. And honestly, it's not something you can force. And guys, you might be 40 years old by the time you find your best friend, the guy that's gonna lift you up no matter what and help you out, but in the ways that you need, not that you want. Try and get quality relationships. Same thing with dating. Stop trying to date as many girls as possible to figure out which one's best. Just like try and find the one with the best qualities as possible. Like I had 2 girlfriends, okay, my whole life. Second one was Victoria, and that was it. Like I spent my time and I didn't date around. I wasn't messing around. Quality, not quantity. That's what's important. You guys have an amazing day, and I'm gonna go play some Battlefield. I'm not even kidding. That's all I've wanted to do all day, so that's what I'm gonna do. Have an amazing day, peace. Hey, I got 2 videos for you guys to watch, and it helped me a lot if you watched them. It does help a ton if you continue to watch my channel. God dang, my IS300 is sick. Also, just subscribe and have a good one. Play some Battlefield.